And welcome to the show, those joining us here live at the poolside of the Intercontinental. This is going to be one show that you will all remember. In fact, I've taken the courtesy to remove the pin from the extinguisher. And if my guests get out of control, that's what it's going to be like. Because they don't like each other at all. On my far right, call him a conflict resolution expert, call him a political analyst, call him a gun for hire, or maybe call him the man who coined the phrase procured. Whatever that means. Dr. David Matsanga is on the bench. Right next to him is a man who is alleged, and I say that very loosely, alleged to have coached witnesses, and some people even allege that he tried to, quote, fix Deputy President William Ruto. Ken Wafula is the Executive Director of the Center for Human Rights and Democracy. He's a former chairman of the NGO Council of Kenya. Gentlemen, welcome to the bench.
Yeah.
First time you both have met, isn't it?
Yeah.
We have seen each other in meetings.
Television.
And the meetings.
In television.
Yeah, all the meetings he attends, I also attend.
Okay.
Most of them.
All right,
which are genuine
gentlemen,
meetings.
you know the ground rules, right?
Yes.
You know the ground rules.
Yeah.
If you get out of control,
yep.
Today
is for him, not me.
Okay, extinguishers on, Recce squad on the way.
Yes.
This is going to be a good show.
Yes.
Let's get these facts out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ken Wafula, starting with you. The latest from the prosecution, and if you ask anybody, this has been a bungled case from day one. And I'm not a lawyer, but the way I see it, the prosecution admitting yesterday that the only stones left to turn are pebbles. What a statement. I mean, you must be disappointed after all the work you are alleged to have done.
Where do I start?
Start at the beginning.
In 2010, I went to the media and addressed a press conference in Eldoret, and I warned that there was a trend where witnesses were physically being eliminated, especially for case 2, and others were being bribed. That was in 2010. I made that statement. It was Headline Star newspaper, and so I am not disappointed. I saw it coming. There are so many factors that have contributed to the state of case 2 right now.
The case 2, and for those who don't know, case 2 is the one against the president.
Against the president.
Yeah.
And one of them is witness bribery, witness elimination, and I can say this without fear of contradiction.
You say elimination as in killed?
Yes.
Come on. Do you have proof? Do you have evidence?
When you look at that case, you will see that there are a lot of things about Mungigi. Between 2008 to 2010, there was a spate of massive killing of top Mungigi leaders, who some of them are believed to have had a role in the post-election violence. And that one happened, and everybody knows. And investigations have never been done. So I saw this coming. Number 2, I would like the president to be free. I would like the president's case to be withdrawn. But then, if that case is only relying on the president's financial transactions, then I urge the president to give out so that he can be free.
Matsanga, what Wafula is saying right now, that witnesses have been killed. He's alleging on national television, witnesses have been killed.
Has he reported to the police in Kenya?
Ask him that.
No, I'm asking you and ask him. Has he reported anywhere where a witness has been killed? What is the CRB number? First of all, let me not go into that. My position and the position of many of us, just as we have stood firm, from day one, I told you that this evidence was being cooked.
I think you used the word procured.
Procured. People bought witnesses like tomatoes. This guy here had an academy on Ruto case. This guy had an academy of witnesses. So the tall one, the short one, pick that one. That's red tomato. It's not me who has said it. It's Khan. Khan has put it in the court. It is Mr. Wafula has to struggle to clear his name with Khan. Let him not fight Matsanga. Matsanga, I have said, 1, I seek justice. Justice for both victims and justice for suspects. Because the case was not properly investigated.
Okay.
Full stop.
Matsanga, I have never never once heard you say justice for victims.
I have said.
You seem more to be a hired gun for one side of this.
Hired by who?
Well, you know, people are asking.
Did you hire me to come to this studio?
No, but who are you?
Have you ever hired me to come to
Are
this
you
studio?
a hired gun?
No. I am a man 56 years old. I have been working. I work for my money and I cannot be hired.
Are you why are you psychophantic about this case?
Who is a sycophant?
You're a sycophant.
Of who?
You tell me.
Who? Sycophant of who? A sycophant must have a person.
Okay, you're a sycophant of case number 2
Why don't
and
you
the president.
Say the name.
Uhuru Kenyatta.
Your brother. Am I his brother? Am I? I am a brother of Pan-Africanism. Uhuru Kenyatta is your brother, is a Kikuyu like you. So when you say I'm a sycophant, that is very wrong.
But why do you defend him so vehemently, Matsanga?
Look here, I defend him because he was wrongly taken by men like this one. These people coined a scheme to take people's lives out of all the witnesses that are there. These witnesses were coached. That's why they are falling like poker cards. This guy here had a big academy. Tell me, his organization, what does it do for Kenya?
Wafula.
What does it do?
Wafula, let me get to you.
Jeff,
People wait a minute. People say you fixed Deputy President William Ruto. It was you single-handedly. And that's why, even to this day, they're still chasing you. Your life is in danger, you claim. Did you fix Deputy President Ruto?
I do not know the meaning of fixing a person. But Matsanga and his clients have insisted.
I have no clients.
Matsanga and his clients have insisted.
Yes, Mr.
That Matsanga and his clients have insisted that I coached witnesses.
Name them.
Matsanga?
Why can't he name
Matsanga, don't let me use this.
No, you can use it, but he has to name the client.
Go on.
I don't have clients. Which client?
Let him finish.
Yeah. And his clients, William Ruto and Uhuru Kenyatta and the rest.
Say president and Jupiter president. Give them respect.
It is not Museveni. Okay?
Yes, they are for East Africa.
Okay? Have always wanted to make the world believe that witnesses were coached. But my friends, let me tell the country this. First of all, there are a number of people after the post-election violence, especially in the Rift Valley, in the North Rift, where I live. Immediately after the post-election violence, people came out and reported cases. They came out as witnesses to report what they saw to the Rift Valley Provincial CID. After that, the Kenya National Commission on Human Rights, a government agency, went around collecting evidence. Some of those witnesses again appeared before the Kenya National Commission on Human Rights. Then the Hague Commission, formed by the coalition government, moved around and collected evidence. Some of those witnesses went there. Now, some of those witnesses again went to ICC and recorded statements. Now, I've always been asking myself about this narrative of coaching witnesses. I, Ken Wafula, was not involved in Kenya National Commission on Human Rights investigations for obvious reasons. We used not to see eye to eye with Hassan Omar.
But you were chairman of NGOs.
Yes, that is one. Two, the Hague Commission came to the North Rift. I did not know, so I did not appear even before it. I did not help them look for witnesses. And the Hague can confirm that everybody knows. Now, I only came in after Hague Commission released its report. Some of those witnesses came out saying they were being targeted in their villages for harassment. They came to my office, a human rights organization. So that is where I started being with them.
So why would you say your life is in danger, going to the police saying you're demanding a gun, you want a gun?
Because Matsanga and his group and his clients have come to national television and say Ken Wafula coached witnesses, had money from USA, millions and millions of shillings, and actually bought properties, married 5 wives. And I want him to tell us today, to count the wives, name them.
Matsanga, is Wafula lying?
A very big liar. The principal of an academy. Everybody in Eldoret knows this guy. Knows how he grew up. An orphan, grew up amongst people. The Koinange looked after this guy. The guy turned on the same tribe, killed them, collected witnesses. Let me tell you why he's a liar. You said Kenya, an account in National Bank of Kenya. Mr. Wafula's organization. Can you bring my book there and show him? It's there, record.
Okay, we'll get it at the commission.
No. These guys need to be pinned down.
What are you saying with this account?
You said Kenya paid Wafula millions. He was drawing money from a company called Steamer PLC, run by a cartel of NGOs that Wafula was responsible.
Maybe that was for his work.
Okay, fine. If it's for his work, it is not me who has taken Wafula up there. Wafula was taken by Karim Khan.
Who said, to the Hague?
Yes, who said, can I show you that he is the one who has been at the head with the USAID Kenya to buy witnesses. Let me tell you, my case with Wafula is under seal in the appeal chamber. So I wouldn't like to discuss it on this table.
Yeah, so you both might end up in the Hague.
Yeah, he's going fast.
No.
He's going fast.
You've been there already.
This is a man, look at him. We said, look at Wafula. Wafula, be honest. You know very well that all the witnesses that are collapsing, there is nobody paying them money. You know very well that Baraza, whom you coached, Walter Baraza, has named you on this national television.
Stop.
As he worked with you.
Okay, stop.
So it's not Matsanga.
Wafula, did you coach Baraza?
I know Baraza for a very long time. He worked for my organization. But this is what I want to say, Jeff. I am believing what I've always believed about Matsanga. And forgive me if I say this, because Matsanga to me is a mental case. When you say that I have an account in National Bank, I have never held an account in National Bank.
I have not said.
When you say that
Jeff,
I was draining money,
I think let's have an argument straight.
No.
I have not said Wafula has an account.
You said USAID.
You said Kenya.
Yes.
And anybody can walk in that bank tomorrow. You said Kenya with a man called Gligros.
Well, so what if USA Kenya
Wafula organization money? Wafula went and paid his academy of witnesses, selected witnesses that went for root.
Let Wafula answer this.
Yes, let me finish.
It's for him, not me.
Let me finish.
Yes.
Long before
and we withdraw the word mentor because I've never been to any of these institutions.
Matsanga, don't make me use this again.
Tell him.
I will not withdraw.
If you don't, then I will not discuss. Because I'm not a mental person.
Matsanga.
No, he has to withdraw.
I am here to show Kenyans who Matsanga is.
Good.
Period.
Why don't you show Kenyans how you bribe the witnesses?
Matsanga, we're going to have to do this. Otherwise, we're not going to continue.
Okay.
Because you are biased.
I'm biased?
Yes. Control him. He can't say I am
You're going to end up in this pool, friend.
Oh, Jeff, I have never been a mental case. I've never gone to Butabika, which is a mental hospital in Uganda. Neither this one of, what is it called? Madare. Maybe Wafula actually looks like a mental case himself.
Okay,
so we balance it.
So you're both mental.
Yeah, because
carry on. Finish your point.
What I was saying is this. Long before a reconciliation expert came to Kenya in the name of Matsanga, in 2000, and this is on record, it's everywhere, in 2008, May, I personally held the first meeting. Actually, people accuse me of having laid down grounds for Jubilee government, the Kalenjin and the Kikuyu. In 2008, in May, I held the first successful reconciliation meeting between the Kalenjin and the Kikuyu in Pan Forest. And that is where I invited the then Assistant Minister for Lands, because I wanted James Orengo as the Minister for Lands, but he was not available. That is where he made his famous statement that sisi wanasiasa ni kama masietani. That famous statement was in my meeting. Now, I have gone through, I've worked with victims, I have done everything that I have done because I love this country. Unlike Matsanga, I love Kenya because it's my country. For him, he's here on business. Now, when I wanted to tell the country this, no single witness in case one. Let me speak about case one because I am directly involved in it.
Yeah.
In case one, no single witness was ever coached or bribed. And the reason is this. If you go and read the statements the witnesses recorded with Mohammed Amin, the then Rift Valley provincial CID officer, investigation officer, and you go and read statements they recorded with the Kenya National Commission on Human Rights, the Working Commission and the ICC, the statements are the same. So at what point were they bribed? If I gave out a bribe, then that bribe did not work.
Okay, the question people keep asking about you fixed Deputy President Ruto. You still haven't answered that.
I didn't fix Deputy President Ruto this way because I was not involved in the investigations at the Kenya National Commission on Human Rights, at the Working Commission, even at the ICC, and all these institutions can confirm. I only came in and started protecting witnesses who had complained that after the working report was out, they were being threatened.
Okay, Matsanga, you think all this is hogwash, don't you?
Yes.
It's hogwash.
Yes, it's not me who has put it on record. It is in a record in court.
Did Wafula fix Ruto?
Yes, he did. He actually helped. This is a principle of an academy.
You keep saying that?
Yes.
What's it called?
Academy, where they collected people, jobless people in Eldoret and in the Rift Valley to come and testify against William Ruto and Arap Sang and Kosige. This guy here. And then there is evidence.
Yeah.
And that evidence is going to come out.
Fine.
You know why? Why I feel a pity for these guys like these ones who thrive on the plight of victims. Like Wafula, who has thrived. A man who was actually not with almost nothing. Today he's a very rich guy with businesses in Eldoret.
Okay,
but
Matsanga,
let me come back.
Wait. Hold that thought.
Yes.
Hold that thought because we got to pay some bills. And this show's getting a little too hot, gentlemen. A little too hot. But when we come back, let's talk about how you came from pauper to a rich man. That's what they say about Wafula and Eldoret. They say you're a rich man these days. And Matsanga, this psychophancy of yours. Let's talk about more about that.
Psychophancy for who?
Let's talk about. Don't
know.
make me do this.
I don't know. The man says a psychophant.
Matsanga.
Oh my.
Oh my. Wama.
A psychophant for who? You are calling me
this
client.
I don't have. It's going to be useful on this show.
I don't have a client.
Matsanga. You're watching Jeff Koinange live, literally live, and it's about to get even more live. It is hot out here by the pool at the Intercontinental. Matsanga has come out guns blazing. Wafula equally punching. This one is a thriller. Forget about the rumble in the jungle. This one is real time. Don't even think of touching that dial. Please tweet me. My handle is at Koinange Jeff. The hashtag, don't forget the hashtag, JKL. Let's get asking. And welcome back to Jeff Koinange live from the poolside of the Intercontinental. And just in case you're joining us right now, welcome to the show. You've missed a good section of it because when Dr. David Matsanga comes up against Ken Wafula, you know this is bigger than the rumble in the jungle. Already we're getting your tweets in. My handle is at Koinange Jeff, hashtag JKL. Thomas Ngetich, he says, hi Jeff. My name is Thomas Ngetich of Good Samaritans International. What was said by Khan is not true, referring to what you were saying implicating Wafula. He says it's not true.
I am not Khan. Let him ask that question to Khan. Because why should I answer for Khan?
Don't pass the buck, Matsanga.
I'm not passing the Khan. What I know from the evidence that I have, which evidence is very clear, which I have put in 2 applications and I've sent them, which I cannot discuss here. They are before the appeal chamber. There was somebody, there were people, not only him, there were several people in this country that were involved in witness academies, and they did their job.
You said academy 15 times. Let's move to a real question here. Let's look at the implications of these 2 cases. Okay? It looks like case number 2, as you call it, the case against the president, is all but over. Do you agree, Wafula? It's all but over.
Somehow.
Okay, Matsanga?
It is over.
It's over.
It's over. For me, who has followed this case from day one.
We know that. 6 years ago.
I know it's gone.
Fine. It's over.
Gone. The president is being held on technicality.
So will it be termination?
Will it be termination? It terminated under Article 53.
But Wafula insists that bank statements must be released.
Look here. Do you know that people like Wafula talk like people who have never gone even near school? Look at this. The man going to school was educated in Eldoret. Very good school, by the way, a missionary school. Why do you talk like a villager, a complete? Look, Article 93 of the Rome Statute, and let me teach you people, you 2 of you. Article 93 says, if you want a statement of the President of the Republic or anybody, only suspect of under this universe, do you know what you do? You make an application in the court. Don't talk in the bar, in the joke, in the pork joints, in the meat joints, and talk about the president releasing a statement. There is no single court order. And listen to my lips.
Okay.
Under Article 93, where the president has been requested through the court order that he should surrender his bank statement.
Stand by. Wafula, you think he should? The court is asking, it's a simple thing. Show us the bank statements.
The prosecution has made it clear in court that they want the president to, and the government of Kenya, to cooperate and release the president's transaction. If the president knows that there is nothing in those transactions, then the best thing to do is to surrender them voluntarily, not even waiting until a court order is given out.
Okay, all right, wait. Case number one against Deputy President Ruto,
yes,
and journalist Joshua Arab Sang. And by the way, we've all but forgotten Arab Sang. It's like he doesn't exist
because
in this equation.
He should not have been there in the first place.
How do you know he was there?
The reason why we have forgotten him.
Been there. Let me tell you why.
He shouldn't have.
No, the last criminal responsibility lies with who? The owner of the studio. If you, Koinange, you are fighting me here as KTN, the person interviewer, you are not the one to be taken. Sang should not have been there. This was a fictitious list, corrupted, done by men who sat down. Wafula might not have been there because he doesn't even have a visa to go anywhere anyway. So these are some of the things he was sorry.
Okay.
This was fixed.
Stand by, Matsanga. I'll come to that in a second. Wafula, what do you think? Should Sang have been there or not?
According to the Working Commission report.
Okay, case number 2.
That is case number 1.
No, I'm sorry, case number 1.
Yes.
If it looks like it'll go the whole hog. He's already been there. Ruto and Sang have been there, what, 3-4 months maybe?
Yes.
It looks like it's going to go all the way.
Yes.
What if there's a conviction? And people are discussing this out there.
Yes.
What if there is a conviction in this case? Then what, Wafula?
The Jubilee government collapses. Yeah, that is one. Number 2 is that Uhuru has to pick another deputy from wherever. And then life will continue.
Matsanga, your thoughts?
Let me tell you, the constitution of Kenya is very clear. But let me come back to this.
No, don't come back. I asked a simple question.
The constitution of Republic of Kenya is very clear.
Matsanga,
in terms of a conviction,
yes,
there is 1, this country still moves on. 2, it is very, very bad for us to think of first of a conviction when these people were taken there through fake means.
These are scenarios. We're already in there. It's already in there.
You have already called me a psychopath.
You are, but you are.
So let me defend my psychopaths.
So you're, okay,
let me defend them.
Consistent.
Let me defend them. Because they are human beings.
Because you're a psychopath.
They need to be defended. 1, first the evidence. If I were their lawyer, I would first contest the whole evidence. You know part of the problem, Koinange and Wafula, part of the problem why the president and the deputy president and Sang continue going to that court. The defense lawyers have taken a stupid strategy, and I'm saying it on this national television. That strategy is the worst that I have ever seen. How can you have evidence that was collected by Mr. Wafula and other people, and you keep quiet?
And you're saying that, and you're not even a lawyer?
No, I'm beyond a lawyer. Oh yes.
That is the problem with Matsanga.
Listen, Wafula, I'm beyond a lawyer. I have followed this case. If I were a lawyer of the 3, I would have first of all contested the fakeness, the flawed investigation. And I put it, haven't I written 2 applications that are there? Yeah, I'm not a lawyer.
But you are still in the Hague, by the way.
I have put
your case is not over.
It's over. Wafula knows it.
Let's come back to what you're saying.
If he doesn't know, then he's very ignorant.
Wafula, you're saying that's the problem with Matsanga.
Yes. That is the problem with Matsanga. He wants to be everything. He is everything.
Yes.
He's a lawyer. He's
at least I'm not
an athlete. He runs for 800 meters. He is also a footballer.
I'm everything. Very heavy. I don't run.
He's everything. Now, you asked about the implication that I was continuing.
Correct.
One of the things that the withdrawal of President Uhuru Kenyatta's case will do to this country, and already people are talking outside there, especially in the Rift Valley.
Yes.
And you heard when Charles Keter said people who fixed Ruto are in State House. They are working there. What is happening down there right now is that there is a narrative that is cropping up. There is a belief that really the president has ensured that he has used all the means at his disposal to come out and sacrifice his deputy.
That's the feeling on the ground.
Yes, and it's very dangerous.
Matsanga, do you agree with that?
I don't.
He doesn't live there.
Look, let me tell you. I don't
live there.
agree with such statements because this is a national matter and it is a matter for Kenyans. The President of the Republic of Kenya is the President of this country. The deputy is a deputy of this country. Please, if we start statements of this nature, it will bring apprehension. That is why I, Matsanga, have put up a statement very clearly for this country to go on. Let's terminate the cases. The cases were rotten. Under Article 53, Chief Prosecutor, the Rome Statute gives you all the powers to terminate and come for more. You can come for Jeff Koinange if he was involved.
Hey, don't put me in this.
We can come for Wafula if he was involved.
Yeah, but you're already involved. Both of you are already going to the Hague.
So why don't we do this? There is healing. Wafula, let's come down and talk about this country. There is healing. Healing has taken place in Eldoret. Nobody points a finger at you.
Okay, let me ask.
Nobody beats you. Why don't we heal?
Let me ask a hypothetical question.
Yes.
At the end of the day, the ICC will be looking to save face.
Yes.
In other words, somebody has to go down.
Yes. The way I see this ICC, it could terminate all the cases and come for some other people. Why? Ask me why. Why?
Well, that's a hypothetical question.
Yes.
But okay, why?
It could come for people because Kenya has not put there a special division of the High Court. It is not operating, and therefore the Chief Prosecutor could terminate these cases tonight and wake up in the morning and come down here.
Stand by.
And that's the reason why the ICC came in. We were unable to come up with a local mechanism.
Yes.
And we have always, as government, including Uhuru and Ruto, we have always opposed a local mechanism. I don't know for what reason. We have always obstructed any move to develop a local initiative to address the post-election violence. But terminating these cases, especially case one, may not be easy because the witnesses, you know, we had the victim witnesses who are finished testifying. Now we are now on proper witnesses who are about 10, and I can tell you
and expert witness.
And I can tell you,
the expert
I can tell you, Matsanga. I can tell you, Matsanga.
The expert you housed
that case one will go to its full length. That one is obvious.
Of course.
But also case two is not ending yet.
Yes.
Until the president surrenders.
Please.
Matsanga, wait a minute. Wait, Matsanga, you've already argued that. Let me ask you this.
Yes.
You've always held the argument.
Yeah.
That those original 6 on the list.
Yes.
Weren't supposed to be the ones. Haven't you always said that?
Oh yes.
Who did you imply was supposed to be on that list?
You know, in international law, if I say this,
you're not a lawyer.
No, listen. Okay, then I don't want to say it.
Then give me the list. Give me what's.
I can listen to me. The highest responsibility, and mark the English word I'm saying. The highest responsibility lies with who? Was Kenyatta the highest responsibility? No. Was Ruto the highest responsibility? No.
So who are you saying, Matsanga?
You a Kenyan, are you not?
Come on.
You see who was the highest
come on. You can't dance around this issue. Who was supposed to be on that list?
Let me tell you.
Tell me.
If Ocampo was to follow the guidelines of international law, of which I know, and which many lawyers, millions of Kenyans are watching today, because Wafula cannot even spell international law. So with the word, let me tell you, if he had to follow, he would have caught different people. 1, Kibaki. 2, Raila. These are the people who should have gone there first. Let me tell you.
Were they on the original list?
Listen,
you say you have seen, but you've seen the original list.
Listen.
Were they on it?
If that is what you want, I've produced it somewhere else, and it will come out.
Produce it now.
But what we are saying is, if this was the real investigation, which I know how people investigate, it is not Kenyatta, it is not Ruto, it is not the people. Ocampo sat down in New York in a hotel with Macau Mutua. They changed the whole
Matsanga,
thing.
That's hearsay.
That
is hearsay. That's hearsay.
It's not a hearsay.
Wafula.
I have records.
Wafula.
But I am not going to produce them on this night. You have even stopped me from bringing my records. They're there. Bring them. Bring, I show you. Bring.
Those records,
show me what?
Those records have nothing in
What
in
are
them.
you talking about? Because you play a lot of things. You, especially you, Wafula. People have died. 1,300 people died. There is no single death certificate.
But you say, no, come on, you have heard this rhetoric over and over.
Oh, no.
And now you are dancing around the...
I'm not dancing. Haven't I told you that who should have been in the Hague? I've said it. You want me to say
Wafula,
it
do you agree?
I don't. Of course, I will not agree with a lot of things Matsanga is trying to...
As an NGO, how can you agree with me? You can't.
I am Ken Wafula. I'm not an NGO.
Okay, Wafula, you say no.
Yes.
You don't think there should have been other people on that list?
No, the list he's talking about, he has never even seen it in the first place. He's just making a lot of
I've never seen it.
Strong, empty statements. But you have never seen that list.
How can I see it?
You haven't
You
seen
are the
it.
only person who can see it because you are the only one who coaches witnesses.
Because if you had seen
This is
it,
how
you
you
would be
know.
able to name.
Not me.
Matsanga.
I know.
I
know.
Don't make me.
You can use it. Now, okay. I was saying that Matsanga says he's an international lawyer and he knows everything. As I said earlier,
I know international law.
As I said earlier, Matsanga, as I said earlier, that my statement still stands. I've been vindicated. Now, this case of Uhuru and Ruto, and whether they will bring problems to Kenya, I say yes. Let's not brush it and say that the statement is just empty. Go to the ground and talk to the people. Personally, I interact with people. I speak all the languages around there, so I know. And people come to me and they say, really, the marriage between the two, political marriage, will end if that is withdrawn and this one is retained.
Okay.
And Matsanga can want to...
Okay, when we come back from the break, I want to talk about what if they are both let go, right? What if they're both freed? Will this coalition still stand? I want to talk about that after the break. Will they still be together in 2017? Even if they're both let go. No. We have to pay bills, okay?
Yes, okay.
You're not paying for this show.
Fine.
All right.
Fine.
Don't be a psychopath.
You see, you have labeled me another name.
Gun for hire.
You are saying a psychopath of who? Who? Name the name of Uhuru and who?
No,
and Ruto.
no.
That's what you have said.
No, Uhuru, I say.
I will always.
You're psychopath of Uhuru Kenyatta.
I will always stand for them because people have left them. They are orphans. They need people like me to shout and defend them. Otherwise, monsters like this one would have eaten them.
Oh my. Oh my. I need to use this extinguisher.
Yes.
Somebody please tell. Can I use it?
And you also
hey, gentlemen,
I don't
pay
have
bills.
the Kenyan passport.
Keep tweeting. Gentlemen, don't make me. We're going to take a break, come back, keep tweeting at Koinange Jeff, #JKL. These two are totally out of control. No wonder they're calling each other mental cases. Now we know why. We'll come back, talk some more. This is getting really hot out here on the bench. Don't even think of touching that remote control. You should see what's happening in between these commercial breaks. Oh my, what my. It is so hot out here. I think somebody's going to take a swim in a little while. In fact, Matsanga, if you want to borrow one of these, it might be a little small for you.
I grew up where there was a swimming pool. I know how to swim. What about this one?
I swimmed in a stream.
He doesn't know.
All right, okay.
For me.
This is
Gentlemen,
knows how to coach witnesses.
The tweets are coming in. Listen to Jesse Okirwa. He's saying, whose interest is Matsanga pursuing? And this Ken Wafula, how did he become stinking rich overnight? You first.
Stinking rich, I wish I were. Because I'm neither stinking nor rich. Okay? When you say stinking rich, I'm sure that person is looking at what Matsanga said some time back. That I have 5 houses, I have a number of cars, I have 5 wives, and all those things. But I said earlier that Matsanga is a certified liar.
Okay, let me ask you this real quick. You're not a rich man.
I'm not.
You haven't made money between 2008 and now from this whole event.
No, I haven't made money. I said earlier, USAID, and USAID is very innocent. USAID gave us money, gave my organization money in 2008 2009. Okay? 2008, 2009, to carry out a research on one of the causes of post-election violence, and that was historical land injustices.
Was that the only one?
Yes, and then they gave me money for campaign against MPs who are refusing to pay taxes.
No money to coach witnesses?
No money to coach witnesses.
Wait, Matsanga, yes. I'm asking the questions, okay? Yes. Let me ask you, let's answer Okirwa's question.
Yes.
Whose interests are you serving?
I am serving the interests of suspects and victims. I have said it, I only serve the interests of justice. All what I want from the Kenyan case and any other African case is transparency in investigations. All that is all I've said. If this is a very wrong thing to my fellow Kenyans and fellow Africans, I'm sorry. But I've only said these cases were not properly investigated, and I have been vindicated. Wafula also can even tell the world that it's true that the cases were not properly investigated.
Okia Mtata is asking, where did you get your doctorate?
I'm not seeking a job from Okia Mtata. And neither do I need to answer his questions.
That because I can answer
because you don't answer for me because you are not my mother. It's only my mother who produced me, who knows. So let me answer this.
This is from River Road.
You are asking me.
It is from River Road.
I did not come here to apply for a job, and I thought I came to this bench to discuss a very important matter.
These are people asking questions.
Yes.
Where'd you get your doctorate?
I'm asking.
Yes.
I am not seeking a job from Omutata.
Okay.
Neither do I seek any job from this man, neither do I seek a job from ICC. What I've said.
Wait, Matsanga, we've heard what you said.
Matsanga is a fake.
You can call me
Matsanga is a fake, a certified liar.
At least.
A gun on hire, but the gun doesn't have bullets.
Yes.
You know, this is just a gun, an empty gun.
Koinange,
yes.
I would like to say one thing. If I'm discussing with an idiot of this level, like him, a man who went to kill his own people, especially in Eldoret, who fed him. This is an orphan who was collected by Kalenjin people and turned on them, coached witnesses.
I hope my parents are watching.
I don't know what I'm doing here. Because if it is a serious debate, we should discuss what is happening to these cases. What happened? I have told you that Kenyatta's case is being held in the ICC on technicality, not on any evidence, because the evidence, the chief prosecutor said it is finished. I am not here to discuss what shoes you have worn, what much you have, whether you have gone to school or whatever it is. I am simply saying I have made my case in Africa. I have rallied African leaders on the issue of ICC.
Okay, Matsanga,
give me a credit on that.
Doc Palo is asking, if Matsanga is not a gun for hire, why has he consistently sided with African dictators and warlords?
Which one?
Joseph
Mugabe. Mugabe is a president of Africa. Uhuru is a president of Africa. Bashir is a president of Africa who has been indicted wrongly. I've sided
and you
with
side
them.
with all of them?
Yes, look, because the method of investigation is wrong. It's wrong. They come and pay these hyenas like this one here. They pay them. Like Wafula collected, you know, have you asked Wafula? Give me that book and I show Wafula.
That book has
how
nothing.
much?
Forget
Why
about
don't
it.
you give me my... Listen, Wafula.
Yes.
I'm answering your question. Wafula has admitted on this television station that he got money from USAID Kenya.
Yeah.
Yes, to do some work.
Can you tell us how much it was? How much?
How much?
In total, 2.5 million. Total 2 projects.
So
dollars or shillings?
Which project for
Kenya
who?
shillings.
Which project for who? Let's get it. Not the other one.
Which
there is one with the picture.
Yeah.
Which one?
This one. Bring.
Matsanga, we don't have much time, so you better get to that point.
In
the meantime,
in the meantime,
are you concerned about the future?
Wait,
don't make noise. Look for that point.
I have got it already. It's here. This guy you see Wafula here. He says 2.5 million shillings.
Yeah.
He had over 46 witnesses. It's here. This document is how...
What is this document? Tell us.
Let me talk.
Other than your face on the picture,
can you read?
What is this document?
Koinange,
where are you getting the information?
Are you an NGO?
Where are you getting the information?
You are a moderator. Read the document, the heading.
Where is it coming from?
Can I read for you how you said funded, induced, witnesses in Kenya.
Yeah, but that's someone's hearsay, man.
You see, when you behave like
no, I'm just telling you. Where are you getting this information
from? You are behaving like a lunatic, exactly like Jeff. Because you are not listening.
Jeff, I told you earlier.
What did you just call me? What did you just call me?
What is the problem?
Because I will use this. I will use this.
Did he just call me a
lunatic? You can't simply...
What did you just call me?
Let me tell you. You can't simply throw material which I have researched.
Yeah, but you're not telling us what's your source.
And I've told you.
What's the source?
The source is in Kenya, National Bank of Kenya, where Wafula got almost 14 million.
Matsanga, I'm going to start... Okay, Wafula, let him answer. Let him answer.
Let me
14 million shillings, where have you taken it?
Let him answer.
David, the reason why
don't call me David, call moderator.
David,
I'm already finished with you.
I know you are finished.
Yeah, okay, finish, go on.
The reason why Matsanga sides with African dictators who are facing justice is because dictators pay well. That is one. Number two is that Matsanga collects information that does not exist, puts them in paper, because even his doctorate degree, he doesn't know where he got it, and then he comes here, splashing green papers around with his picture, his photograph, just because he wants to intimidate people.
I am not intimidating you, sir.
Guys,
I am not
can we get back to the topic?
Yes, I'm not can.
Not personal, the topic. Yes. The future now, post-ICC, all right? We're saying we're now down to the last 100 or so meters, maybe a little further, right? The scenarios, it could be a conviction, could be an outright acquittal.
Regardless of the outcome of the ICC cases, there is one lesson Kenyans have learned, and that is why I'm a happy man. I'm happy because in future, no one will go to vote with me. After voting, votes are counted at our station. We go back to our houses, and then the votes are tallied here at Intercontinental, and then Jeff Koinange's votes are stolen by Matsanga, and my brother wakes up in the village somewhere in China and then kills me or burns my house.
You said that will never happen again.
I think it will never happen again because of the ICC issue. That's why even during the last general election, we were not able to fight, but there was tension. Everybody was saying, maybe my mother is an ICC agent, so you don't even discuss it in the house. That is the beauty about these two cases.
Matsanga, your thoughts?
My thoughts are still with the NGOs. My brother here.
I said no personal.
Yes,
let's talk about the issue.
The NGOs, the issue is very clear. Part of the problem of Kenya will not go back to that dark ages where it had a problem, where there was violence again. But as long as you can see the string of regime change here, Wafula said here one word which has worried me. And he said, if both of them, or if one of them is convicted, there will be chaos. That's what he said here on this same program. That means...
You say there won't be?
Let me tell you.
Do you say there won't be,
because
Matsanga?
Kenyans are very clever. They have learned a lesson from the past, from what happened. But when you have people who have been paid by international money, who admit on a national television that they were paid money by USAID, and Akane has said money was paid by USAID. And Wafula today, instead of telling, that's why I became upset with this document, which has 14 million shillings, which Wafula had picked.
Okay.
That is
But
imagination.
now Wafula has told the whole nation.
You are just imagining.
It is true, he picked money from USAID Kenya.
For different projects.
What project? I want to ask you one question, Koinange. Let's debate here. What project do you do for the people of Kenya
Matsanga,
with that money?
I'm going to have to quote one of the tweets here who says, Edgar Yati says, Matsanga has verbal diarrhea, okay?
Yes.
Let's stick to the issue, shall we?
You can come on me. I am not worried. I have diarrhea which has saved the people. If I did not shout...
Which people have you saved? Which people have you saved?
If I did not... You are calling me a sycophant of who?
Uhuru Kenyatta.
You see? If I
so you're saying you saved
him?
It's not Stephen K, it's Matsanga?
Let me tell you.
No, I'm sorry.
If I did not shout about this thing from 2008...
So you're saying you saved this...
keeping quiet.
You're saying you saved this case?
I've exposed it. Whatever case it
you
goes...
You as who?
Where it goes, Mr. Koinange, wherever this cause goes, I have done my bit.
Yeah, but you don't say that on national TV. You say to Uhuru Kenyatta's case.
I have saved the situation, exposed this case to the magnitude that people like Wafula will actually one day remember me, and because I said it.
And that's why you're going to end up in jail in The Hague.
Let me end up in jail. I'm prepared to go in jail if I have a problem.
Jeff,
I have not made any problem in The Hague to go in jail. A man who should go in jail is this gentleman here. This is the man who coached witnesses. This is a man who had an academy.
Okay.
I have stated my case. He has not said he did not have an academy.
Chadwick Kotut is saying Wafula is making a lot of noise. He's just an empty tepe. That's what they're saying out there. Kotut is saying this.
I understand Kotut and where he comes from. I know him personally. So I'm not surprised by his statement. But what I wanted to tell Kenyans is that whatever Matsanga is saying is nothing, zero. He's not telling Kenyans anything. That is one. Number two, he keeps on saying Karim Gan. Karim Gan came and met me at Novok. He called me all the way from my rural home to come and ask me whether I could be a defense witness. And he said he was going to take me out of the country. He will put me somewhere. He will protect me. I will be safe with my family and all that. Meaning that he was talking about witness protection. So witness protection is different from witness coaching. What I did is that I protected wacky witnesses immediately after the... And by then they were potential witnesses
Matsanga,
for the ICC.
Matsanga, if the cases are all thrown out,
yes,
Kenyatta, Ruto saying, all sent home.
Yes.
Should the ICC come back and look for those perpetrators who are still walking the streets? Should they do that?
Kenya should move very fast. I want now to talk as an elder on this bench.
After making all that noise?
Yes,
okay, go ahead.
He's now an elder,
I am still an elder. I'm older than you, Wafula,
please.
And you. So I want to talk as an elder on this bench. This country needs all of you. You need to reconcile. You need to heal. You need to make reparations to where you have gone wrong. And that is what will build Kenya. If these cases are totally terminated, you need to shake hands, and those who have, there is no rejoicing here because people have died. The people have died here, Koinange. At the end of the day, 1,300 people went down. And there's nobody rejoicing here. Not Matsanga, not anybody.
Yeah.
But when these cases are thrown out, which I believe there is no evidence. Case number 2, there is no evidence, kabisa. Because the court knows what to do, the prosecutor knows what to do. He should go to court under Article 93, asking for a court order before a bank account is given.
Okay,
in Kenya, even Wafula's bank account, which he got money from, you said, you cannot just go and enter it like that.
Wait.
You have to ask for permission.
Wafula, let me ask you this. Why do you take it upon yourself to be the protector of the victims? Isn't the government supposed to do that?
Let me tell you a personal experience of what post-election violence and tribal clashes are. In 1992, we used to live in a place called Kablelash, and the clashes came. I almost left school because of that. And the suffering the victims get, you don't want to imagine. Matsanga has never met a victim of tribal clashes. You know, he has been a man on the run. I can tell you that as a human rights defender, all these victims later on came to me. I am the one who mobilized most of those victims to give them a voice. And yes, we did give them a voice until where we have reached now. So it's not that I'm taking it upon myself. It is a calling. You know, to be a human rights defender is a calling. It is not something you can train and have a doctorate like my friend Matsanga here. You need to have a heart for human beings. And that is what I have been doing. And I will continue to do that.
Even if it means you end up in The Hague?
One thing about The Hague is that I will go to The Hague if Karim Gan continues to provoke me. And I've told some of them that if they don't want, if the deputy president does not want his lawyer to stop mentioning me each and every time, I will also go to The Hague. I will apply to appear before the court as a witness of the court, not of the prosecution, not of the defense. And I'm telling you that the defense case will collapse if I go there.
But Baraza It looks like he's going to be extradited. It looks like that case.
I know Barasa will be extradited. I warned Barasa in April in 2013.
Yes.
I told him that ICC is what do we call it? Is a live wire. It will electrocute you. Don't take that route. He refused to listen. And
who are you to own Barasa?
Wait.
Let me ask
let
you
him
one
finish.
thing.
We live with Barasa in Eldoret, so you are not there. You live here in Kibera. Okay. So
Man says I live in Kibera. It's
Yeah.
a place where people live.
yes,
Go on. Finish.
Now, what I was saying before
You
he
warned
interrupted,
Barasa.
I warned Barasa earlier, and I told him, having been a person who had been entrusted with some work, confidential work, you don't cross over to ask for, you don't eat from both sides.
Yeah.
It is dangerous. You will end up somewhere. So for him, I'm sure he will be. He'll
And
go
you don't
there.
think you'll end up there?
I can only end up there as a witness, because, and if I end up as a witness of the court, then Karim Ghan's case and defense collapses, because the statements he keeps on saying are statements that
Okay.
I've kept in. Wait,
Okay.
Dave.
Are you a witness?
No, I'm not.
You're not a witness
I'm
as we
not a
speak.
witness.
But if they called you, you will go.
Not they called me. I'm actually applying to go there, because they have said that I took statements from witnesses. Yes, I took statements from witnesses. Yeah, the wacky witnesses, potential ICC witnesses. The statements, I have kept them in a bank up to now. The statements were about threats and intimidation, not about.
So you're applying to go as a witness?
Yes.
And if they say yes, you will testify against the deputy
in
president.
an open court. I don't want those things they put.
You want your face there?
Yeah, I will be.
So in other words, we come back to the point I asked you in the beginning.
Yes.
You're going to fix him.
I'm not going to fix him. I'm
Exactly.
going to state the truth. If the truth fixes him, then let it be.
Matsanga,
Yes.
closing thoughts from you. You have a minute.
To close the throat when you are giving a man 5
No,
minutes.
come on. It's been equal time. Go.
Okay, fine.
You're wasting time.
Let
Tick-tock,
me
tick-tock.
tell you,
Go.
Koinange, I'm not in this for glory. I took
You
up
just said you saved
Listen,
Kenyatta.
you
You said you saved Kenyatta.
You have called me a sycophant of Kenyatta.
You are.
What can I do? I have to agree. He's the president of Africa. He's a person.
Kenya.
So he's
Kenya.
the president of Kenya, and he's also an African president and an African. So I will take him. He called me any name. But let me tell you, Mr. Koinange and Wafula, I came in this thing because there was injustice. Injustice in the sense that the chief prosecutor, then Ocampo, did not investigate the Kenyan cases properly.
Okay.
So I became a whistleblower. If I am killed on this journey, as this guy is arranging his mercenaries to do so, I will go. But if I reach a point where cases are terminated and the cases are proved that they were actually not properly investigated, watch my stand. You can call me a madman, you can degrade me, but I'm not going to live without telling the international community.
Okay, one thing.
Never again should there be an investigator of that nature who takes Kenyans.
We get your point, Matsanga. We get your point. One thing you can do for me, please.
Yes.
Because this verbal abuse throughout the show, this is not cool. This is a family show. So please shake hands. Shake hands, gentlemen. And let's end this thing right here. Please.
I shake hands.
Shake hands, gentlemen.
And
come on, shake hands. Come on.
Why?
Matsanga, you're a gentleman. You're an elder here.
Yes.
You're the elder. Shake hands.
Now you have realized I'm an
I'm not
elder.
going off this air until you shake
have
hands.
now realized I'm an elder.
Shake his
I'm older
hand.
than you.
Shake his hand.
And you abuse me in front of all
You don't want to shake hands?
I cannot shake Mazanga's hand.
I will shake. I'm a conflict resolution. I can check him if you want.
Kill their mics.
No, I'm not shaking.
If you don't want,
My
then you
goodness.
go and fix
They
more
refuse
people.
to shake hands. You call yourself conflict resolution?
My hand is here.
Okay, shake his hand.
I must fix
Shake his hand.
Matsanga.
Yes. you don't fix me.
I must fix Matsanga.
Thanks so
You
much
have
for
already
joining us.
fixed-
What a
you
show.
have already
What a
fixed-
week. What guests?
You have
They'll
already
continue.
fixed the route.
If you want to join us later
You
on,
are
we'll be at the
next.
Intercontinent.
You are next.
Because this is not going away anytime soon. Thanks so much for joining us. In the meantime, the news continues with Nancy Kachugira Benkitili. Oh my, oh my. Thanks so much for watching The Bench this week. Next week, new topic, new guests, and hopefully not these ones. Thanks so much for joining us on Kenya's television network, KTN. Good night. Good luck from the Lunatic Patrol.